Shalom, this is Isaac Joseph Benjamin Bedouin, and I am here trying to get my new YouTube channel started. When it went before when it was Mattiyahu Yehukanan. You know, y'all don't know the story about Mattiyahu Yehukanan, and you don't know the story about Matthew John. You see, Yahuwah's always got something cooking for the sake of the gospel. And he always reminds us of things that maybe we needed to know. And one of the things I'm cooking is the End of the World Gospel Tour from Seattle to San Diego. I'd be more than happy for Donald J. Trump, J.D. Vance, Krispy Noem, and all their Jezebel acolytes to deport me to North Africa, my father's homeland. Donald J. Trump's got something evil cooking for you. You know, I was looking at Isaiah 36 and 37 again this week about, King Hezekiah, and the king of Syria. No, Hezekiah was the king of Judah, and Sennacherib, king of Assyria, and how the king of Assyria just went right up to the gate of Jerusalem from Lachish and just blasphemed Hezekiah, lied, spoke behind Hezekiah, and lied to the people of Yahuwah right to his face, threatened him with, "We're going to come get you." And Sennacherib, King Sennacherib of Assyria, he also said, "The Lord has sent us against you." And he said that because he heard what the prophet Isaiah was already saying about the prophecies before chapter 36 and 37, because this is from Isaiah 36 and 37. And you best read the context of this confrontation between Hezekiah and Sennacherib in the book of Isaiah, while it's also in 2 Kings and in 2 Chronicles 19. Why? Because it's better to look at it from the backdrop of the book of Isaiah after he had already made the prophecies. Then when you hear Sennacherib say, "He has sent me against you," Isaiah had already had the prophecies of what Assyria is going to come and do, what Babylon's going to come and do. Isaiah was earlier. And so, really, once you read that, you understand, wow, Trump is actually acting like the Assyrian. He really is. He's paranoid. And he's deeply paranoid. And so are a lot of these Southern Baptist pastors, and so are a lot of the other church leaders, and so are a lot of Trump's cabinet, because they're all on the hook for something. And he only chose a cabinet who wanted to cover up for their crimes too. Why am I talking about that? Because see, in Isaiah 37, the threat of Sennacherib that they were going to come, well, guess what? Yahuwah spoke to King Hezekiah through the prophet Isaiah, and he said, "I'm going to send them a false rumor, and they're going to turn away from the battle." They were up there, but when the 185,000 got scattered, Yahuwah had already said through the prophet Isaiah, Hezekiah was worried. He's like, oh Lord, what is wrong with me? This is a day of trouble, rebuke, and blasphemy. And Trump, and really all the other leaders of the world, are spewing blasphemy against the people of the Most High. Compare that with Psalm 83, that what people call the Psalm 83 war is not against that nation of Israel you see today with geographical borders. That war, the war we are that war is against the people of Yahuwah. Through the shed blood of Messiah Yahusha, Christ of Nazareth. And when you read 2 Samuel 12, after King David sinned, King David was surely disciplined for what he did by having Uriah the Hittite killed, and then had a child with Bathsheba. That child died. So King David was told through Nathan the prophet, you're going to have trouble in your household all the rest of the days of your life, and you're going to run from your enemies, and trouble's going to come from within your own household. And, you know, the reason why Nathan said that, because, see, you gave my enemies occasion to blaspheme me. And that's why David had to be so chastened. That's where you get a lot of your Psalms, by the way. But understand, United States, America, Mystery Babylon is headed for a day of trouble, rebuke, and blasphemy, according to Isaiah 37:2. All Trump is doing is issuing Sennacherib threat after Sennacherib threat. Going into Venezuela, I want Greenland. Canada ought to be the 51st state. You know, we're gonna put the homeless in work camps. I don't care if they're disabled. I don't care what they can do or can't do. The only way we can build a golden age is if we go around killing everybody we don't like and putting everybody who's productive and happy, and that's the only people who have the right to live. Yeah? Well, you know what happened to the 185,000 Assyrians? Scattered like cockroaches. And Sennacherib, after he discovered that happened, he ran for the mountains to worship his god Nisroch, which is another version of Moloch. And his two sons caught up with him and killed him and put their older brother Esarhaddon as the replacement. Call Trump the Assyrian, he would have had to be more like Sennacherib. There are two sons coming to depose him, if you look at the scripture, and there will be one older son to take place of somebody. So this is Isaac Joseph Benjamin Bedouin. Have a Shabbat Shalom. That might not sound very good, but we do have the End of the World Gospel Tour from Seattle to San Diego cooking. We don't preach milquetoast evangelical 501c3 church growth garbage. We preach as sojourning Hebrews, and we don't preach your milquetoast, and we don't preach your church doctrine. Show me your works. Show me your faith without your works, and I'll show you my faith by my works. Where are the works of Christ in your gospel ministry? And mine, and Dawid's. Let's step it up. Let's set ourselves apart to Yahushua Messiah, and let's lose the milquetoast and the coffee and the donuts. Have a happy Shabbat Shalom, and I am signing out.